Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing this morning? I am somewhat hoping for a rather relaxing session, but it's probably not going to happen, is it? What am I carrying? Oh, it's that blasted sword. Okay, I don't need that. There we go. Right, that feels better. Oof. Right, so what are we doing? What did I say I was doing? I said I was going to try and rank stuff up, wasn't I? Alright, let's head to chat to Loid and Mother at the very least. What's everybody up to today? Actually, for half of you, it'll be this evening, won't it? Right. Hello, Loid.
Counterpart. If you can endure his bitterness, Tenno, and honor the man within, he will be your friend for life. Just as I am.
Morning, Prakash. How you doing? I don't have enough father tokens. Drat. Okay, father tokens. What do I need for father tokens?
Safe returns.
Thought I had enough father tokens. Oh, father tokens is hunt the local wildlife, I think, isn't it? So, as I said in the Alliance chat, Prakash, and you probably knew this. Oh, I just discovered that Excalibur Umbra is a prime. You can use the helmet to infuse abilities and add Archon shards to it. Huh, who knew? Well, everyone apart from me, probably.
Kaylee and I have done a lot of talking. She was afraid she'd turn out like her mother. And she was right.
Right.
Remember, this keep safe.
That should do it.
Welcome to our haven.
There we go. And the whole point of that...
We can make a trade.
let's see. What have I not got? Ooh. Energy max. Slide efficiency. Hover efficiency. Melee damage. Ability strength. Yeah. I think we'll go with that.
Are you interested?
And... well, that's achieved what we wanted. Now I've got full access to the Bone Widow. And of course, I can't do anything about that until tomorrow. But, it's a step. So, tomorrow I should be able to get that. And that. I think. Yes, I should be able to. Yay.
I trust this does not...
Because I don't think I can... oh, I can. Right, now that really should. Yeah. Okay. So what does that allow me to do?
Greetings. I am...
5,000.
Should you be worth
I can get the Bone Widow weapon pod. And I can build it.
I am glad to learn that this arrangement is suitable. I look forward to our subsequent
Alright. Progress.
aspects of life.
Hey, I should be able to start building Bone Widow tomorrow. That's nice. And I get to rank it up. That's not so nice. But Thermia Fracture's on. So, yay. Oh, right. Well, that was... I'm not sure if I expected to be able to do that today, but I have. Let's go and have a chat with... Let's see what I can do with Mother. And... yeah, I need enough standing, so I'm good with that. All I've got to do is figure out where I'm going to get standing from.
Our business. I shall
Where do I get standing from?
Mining isn't my only interest. I'm also interested in mining.
Okay, that will give me those, which don't necessarily... I'll grab the stuff
Mining
anyway.
is good. You're a good miner, Chip. Keep on mining. Acknowledge you? Gratitude you.
I believe he means to say thank you.
And what have I got with this? Okay, I've got everything he has there, really.
Well... Belric and Rania got...
And this I need to run.
That's even shinier than...
Alright.
See you again, Chip.
Progress.
go on, dear.
Not going to be able to rank up, am I? Hang on a second.
Oh,
What do I?
Can't be. Goodbye, dear.
What do I
I'll see
need
else I can unearth for you.
from Mother? I need.
I am open to
Okay.
dialogue.
I need one father token, one son token, and I need 20,000.
Very well. I am reasonably
Let's go back.
certain I shall see you.
I don't think.
Her first, let's you and I have a chinwag.
Might get there. It's not going to get me to 70,000, is it? I need one of those. It's not going to be enough.
Oh, magnificent. I'll be
Right.
right here, gathering
Now,
dust.
some of that may have been ill-advised, but whatever.
Perhaps. Let us speak then. Perhaps as equals.
What do we got here? Anything particularly interesting? Ooh, I do have a Paris Prime. I think that might be worth. Yeah, you know what? Oh, hello. That was unexpected.
Do you remember when I first bred infested? How we played with them for hours.
What you did with those things was a deliberate insult.
I'm sorry You don't appreciate my sense of humor. But I did make you happy, didn't I? When you killed them.
Wait. Is that why you did it?
Vilcor, my sweet sire. What good is a weapons expert without something to kill?
Oops, that didn't work. Never mind. Okay, progress. What do I got to do next?
Let us negotiate.
Oh, you're kidding me. I gotta get a Seriglass shard? That's not easy. Those two, okay, fine. But this one? This. Alright, it's progress anyway.
On Deimos, be aware of all things.
Let's at least get that weapon pod built. Let's see. Yep. I think I can at any rate. With a weapon pod. Yay. So, tomorrow I should be able to build a Bone Widow. With luck. That's progress. No. No, I'm not. Never heard of him. My ability to follow musical trends kind of stalled out back in the 90s, more or less. A few years ago, rather amusingly, I thought I'd introduce my son to some of the groups I liked. And then discovered they all got started in the 90s. So I was referring him to groups that were at least 20, 25 years old at the time, which was slightly embarrassing. So I introduced him to, oh, let me see, Sabaton, for example. I introduced him to Dragon Force, and they're all old. I thought was kind of amusing. So no, I'm not familiar particularly with anything that's more recent. I might have heard the name, but I probably haven't listened to the music. I think Two Steps from Hell got started in... I can't remember when they actually got started, but they've been around a while, although they've now disbanded. Although that's not a musical group, is it? That's more like an orchestral group. But, meh. No. I mean, I'd take a listen to them. But what kind of music are they? Good morning, Achilles. Yes. I'd tickle your tummy, but your claws are getting in the way. Right, let's go, and who else do I need to rank up with? Eudico on Venus, I think. I can't remember why I want to rank up with Eudico on Venus, but we'll try and do that anyway. Oh, they're from the 80s. I should be familiar with them then. I'm going to have to look them up now. Now, actually, I was pretty familiar with 80s groups and 90s, arguably, but let me have a look. You got me curious. No. Maryland band. 1979. Wow. I'm actually amazed. Fish, Steve Hogarth, Steve Rothery, Mark Kelly, Ian Mosley, Pete Trevas. No, do you know, that's really strange. I would have expected them Honestly, I'm really surprised I haven't heard of them. Excuse me a moment. Ugh, right. No, I'm actually quite surprised. I spent late 80s, early 90s traveling up and down England for work. And so I had all kinds of stuff that I listened to. Oh. No, honestly, I must have heard them, but it doesn't ring a bell. And I remember some moderately obscure stuff from that era. But, yeah. Right, what do I need to do with Eudico? Okay, I need to get that up to 70,000. I'm not going to get that today. But...
Oh, you see Zood, send him my way. Girl's nice.
Well, well, here comes Hope. I'm listening.
yeah, I'm not going to be able to get that traded up. You don't want much for that, do you?
Keep the light from dying inside them, Stardust. Someday, things will be different. Really quite sweet, that one. We all do what we can, Stardust.
Do I really want to spend... Yeah,
Your wish is my... Some see life as adversity. Terrible choice to have. They never gave up on themselves. We shouldn't either. Something you want to talk about?
Oh, really? I didn't know that. Alright, let me just go and figure this out. I think I can
Another
get...
time.
I never remember this lot, so I have to go backwards and forwards to find out what it is that I need to hang on to.
Solaris United don't trust
Okay, I can... Shelter bonds, I can sell 10.
And... Copy that. Keep a shiny...
A person gets told a lot of... What is it you have for us, Stardust?
I think I can sell all of those. Oh, that's not really worth it.
Aren't you lovely? Check back in a little bit. New merchandise all the time.
Ah, yes.
What have I got in terms of gems?
How are we today?
Yeah, it's not worth it. I need to do a lot of stuff, don't I? I can't remember why I wanted to rank up Eudico. I know there was a reason, but I can't remember what it was.
See you later, then. So to speak.
On my Genesis, I do remember, but don't ask me to mention. I mean, yeah, don't ask me to mention, remember some of the hits because I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm so old. I remember when ABBA was still going. I liked ABBA actually. I had fairly eclectic tastes, to be honest with you.
I have a soft spot for Fortuna. Good people dealt a bad hand.
No, don't care about that.
Help when I can.
Nope.
Maybe later then. Eyes open and
Probably ought to do. I probably ought to do a bounty or something.
Geology lesson. Thermal fractures are what you get when you pump too much coolant into the ground too fast. Displaced thermia has to go somewhere. Now we've got thermia fractures threatening to roast Fortuna. Nav can fix this.
Alright, what else do I need to do? Ooh,
Alright.
actually,
Actually,
yeah, given that that is something I'm grinding, I need to go and get, what is it, citrine? Yeah, I do. I want to see what is that? Yeah, I mean, I listen to a lot of the classic stuff going up and down the motorways in England. ABBA, yes. Bruce Springsteen, yes. Still love Bruce Springsteen. I think he's as much of a poet as he is a singer. But I also listen to things like The Art of Noise, Enya, Queen. Of course, you know, it's almost a requirement to be English. Okay, that's overstating it. Oh, grief. I'm trying to remember. I remember some one-hit wonders, but I can't remember the names now. Redbox. They had a one-hit wonder back in the early 90s. Redbox? Yeah, I think it was called Redbox. I had all kinds of stuff. I had Howlin' Wolf. Trying to remember my old. They've got to remember this was all on cassette. You couldn't even at the time get a CD player in your car. You had a cassette player in the car.
Orcus keeps a tidy ship.
Then when I went to the United States, I got into country.
Allow animals on board. In order
I liked country back then.
animals
Not
do
so keen on it now.
so much as reload.
Citrine. Yes, unless I can think of anything else I need to build, which I don't think I do, or rank up. Do I want to rank anything up? I'm actually ranking up, you know what? I think I'm going to finish... ranking this up. I decided to put a former
Operator,
on
you have remembered well how the Tenno arm themselves.
one of these. Can't remember which one. And then I'll work on it. One thing is, you know, you feel obliged to put the Umbral mods on, and then that cuts down on the stuff you would otherwise normally put. So, So yes, I got fast deflection and adaptation, but my sprint speed's down. Let's finish off Umbra. Let's finish off Excalibur Umbra. And for some reason, I used Dread with this one. And Despair and that. Yeah. Because I like the look. Because it's the closest thing I've got to Stalker, I suppose. So let's just finish this off with Hydron. And then go and run Citrine. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. When you can hear the fight going on and you haven't even got there, it's a little concerning. Yeah. That's difficult. Even though I've been given some hints on how to do it. It's really difficult. I'm going to have to do that on a really easy level. And constantly use his second ability.
Our position has been compromised. Defend the cargo until reinforcements arrive.
He shoots! He scores!
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. I'm detecting a large security force heading your way.
I think the most for number of finishes I've managed to achieve without taking damage is 4. So I'm going to have to be very, very judicious about how I go about it.
Reinforcements available. Do you choose to leave now or continue fighting? Keep fighting. Another opportunity to extract will appear soon.
It's going okay. Should be able to build Bone Widow tomorrow, which would be nice. Oops. Not what I wanted. Blew that. They didn't have that effect. Oh well. So yes, I can manage 4, but I haven't been able to manage any better than that. I did get your name right, yeah? Oh yes, Trillip. Welcome to the live stream.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
At some point, I'm probably going to have to go to one of the very early extermination missions and just hit that number 2 function a lot. To every single enemy I come across, and hope like heck I can do it without taking any damage. 21 finishes. Yes. Why does it have to be without taking any damages? Any damage? I mean, that's makes it really difficult for me. And if you're one of these people who manage to do that without any problems, don't tell me. I don't need to be made to feel completely inadequate.
Continue to defend. You will be rewarded for your bravery.
Oh. If you want to see my past live streams, I've got 150 odd more on YouTube. Unfortunately, yeah. If you want to catch up. I've even got a separate playlist for a large number of the quests. It'll keep you busy. I mean, that's over 300 hours of streaming, I think.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit of...
It's probably about a half of my total playtime, I think, has been live streamed for Warframe. I'm English. Now that's not necessarily the same as what country am I from. I am from the south of England. That's where I was born. I currently live in the north of England. But I am most emphatically English. Although, like a lot of good Englishmen, I've spent time in other places. So I've also lived in the United States and Austria. Spent a moderate amount of time in Hong Kong. I can't remember how much time I spent in Hong Kong, but I never unfortunately got to live there. Ah, nice to meet you. Curious thing about my Brazilian viewers, there's not a huge number of them, but they seem to, when they do watch stuff, they really, really watch it. According to the demographic data I've got.
Reinforcements available. Do you choose to leave now or continue fighting? Continue to defend. You will be rewarded for your bravery.
I suppose so, yeah. I'd have to go and look at the demographics to see what they're like now, but they're, in terms of number of viewers, I can't remember how many, but in terms of hours watched, they are overrepresented. Which, given that I don't speak Portuguese at all, besides bom dia, and being very careful not to tell the Portuguese that Portuguese sounds like Spanish, which it doesn't, by the way. That's about all I know about. I've never been to Brazil. Been to Portugal. Did a job in Portugal once. That was memorable. I say a job. It was system support job. Can't even remember the name of the company. Grief, that was a long time ago. That must have been around 1990. I would never dream of saying that to a Portuguese speaker, especially in Portugal. They are both Latin languages. Let's just say that. But no, when I went to Portugal, I was told under no circumstances tell a Portuguese person that Portuguese sounds like Spanish. They don't like that. Rather amusingly, when I went to Austria, practically the first thing I was told is, we aren't Germans. Which, yeah, I know. In fact, it was put to me a lot more emphatically than that. It involves use of a word that I have never said live and do not plan on doing so. But yeah, we are not insert expletive Germans would be how I was told. And I'll be honest, no, the Austrians are most emphatically not Germans. They are quite different in my limited exposure to... I mean, I've worked with enough Germans. But yeah, Austrian, definitely not German. At least not where I was living, they weren't. I liked Austria. Shame I couldn't stay. But the Portuguese-English relationship is an interesting one. We've been allies with the Portuguese for...
Very impressive, Tenno.
Oh, grief. Hundreds of years? I mean, it's several hundred years that the British and the Portuguese have actually technically been sort of allies. And... I think it predates the Peninsular War of the early 19th century too. And the funny thing is that relationship managed to last, even though the British Royal Navy, when it more or less decided to end the slave trade in the Atlantic, happily would stop anybody they suspected of being a slaver, including the Portuguese. Oh no, that's a problem. So, yeah, no, the British Parliament wasn't too keen on the British Navy stopping Portuguese slaving ships because of the ties between England and Portugal. And the Royal Navy's response to that can be summed up as something like, we don't care. And in the end, I'm not sure that the Portuguese really bothered that much, because it didn't harm, as far as I know, it didn't substantially harm relations. Probably strained them a bit, but one of the few decent things the British did as an empire, stopping the Atlantic slave trade. And even then you can argue it was more a Royal Naval thing than anything else. They simply, a bunch of them basically said, we don't like this, we're going to stop it. I think the Navy, after they more or less stopped the slave trade across the Atlantic, sort of had plans to go after the Indian Ocean slave trade, and then other wars and problems got in the way, so they were never able to do that, if memory serves. Oh, excuse me a second, guys. I'm just going to go pick up this. Right. And there's your very fractured history lesson for today. But your English is fine. It's better than my Portuguese or any other language that I kind of sometimes occasionally try and speak. What was I doing after this? Oh, citrine. Yeah. I think it's called citrine, isn't it? I'm sorry about that. I don't just talk about the game, I talk about whatever comes up. Mostly unprompted. About the only subject I actively try and avoid is politics. I've got to do something while I'm playing the game, otherwise I'll get bored.
Reinforcements available.
Otherwise, can you imagine trying to narrate what you're doing in this game? I think I'll go over here and hit this Grineer, which rather amusingly rhymes. And I will now do a slam attack. You know, that for 2 hours would be profoundly boring. So I try not to do it. I think I should be done by the time we finish this level. Oh, come here, you. Anyone seen a Kavat hanging around? Where's Achilles? Is he off doing his own thing somewhere? Oh, he's not equipped. Wait a minute. Rufus should be here then. Why haven't I... Oh, I unequipped Rufus. I'm sorry, Rufus. Rufus was my first Gubro. And he's the default companion for this particular Warframe. But I unequipped him when I was trying to do that 21 finishes without damage. Yeah, I imagine it does. Which is... Yeah, you don't expect me to try to narrate or talk in French or German. I'm really not up to that. Yeah, if I tried to narrate in French, I would end up sticking in English words all the time. Et maintenant, je dois beat this thing up. You know, that. Because my vocabulary is lacking. Alright, I'm done with that.
Unless you can handle more of the enemy. Very impressive, Tenna. You held them all back.
Alright, that was what I wanted to do with that thing. Okay. Don't. Like I say, I've got a whole playlist on YouTube. 150. I know we've hit 150 live streams on YouTube. It's all in that one playlist. Ooh, right. Okay. So what am I going to stick over here? Sprint speed for now. And nope, can't do that. And all of these are not going to rank because I need far too much formula for that. Oh no, that's a rip cuss.
Operator, Ordis is picking up a distress signal. Wait, no. It's just the corpus peddling their wares again.
Get off the emergency frequency!
I do like Ordis. Right, so what am I doing? Okay, before I start the grind, the next bit of grind, I'm actually going to take a quick break and I'll be back in about 2 minutes while I attend to biology, maybe 3 minutes, so I shall be right back. Right. I have no idea how to pronounce your name. Mr. Siboka? The reason you probably can't see me on Twitch is because I'm streaming at 1440p widescreen. And I'm going to have a guess and say, are you on mobile? There are a lot of mobile devices which don't like streaming widescreen for whatever reason. And unfortunately, if that's the case, Twitch doesn't allow viewers to change the resolution. For that, I would need to have affiliate status. At least that's my understanding. And I don't have affiliate status on Twitch, and I'm not likely to get it anytime soon. So that's my best guess. If you're on an older computer, some browsers don't like Twitch very much, apparently. So there's some reasons for you right there. I've got everything I need to be an affiliate on Twitch, with the exception of average viewers. I need at least an average of 3 per day. It says actually an average of 3 viewers, I think it's per day, on 4 random days. So depending on their definition of random, I could conceivably get that status, and therefore people would be able to change their viewing resolutions. But YouTube, on the other hand, doesn't care. It quite happily streams to pretty much everything, regardless of what resolution I'm streaming at. So there's several options in there for you. But I have a Twitch preview up over there, so I know the stream is working. And I can, in fact, see Twitch on my tablet, which again you can't see, which is right there. So yeah, but mobile, some mobile devices like phones, it doesn't. Twitch is not cooperative, I'm afraid. Right. But you could, oh well, yes, yeah, you could always go over to YouTube. Yeah, obviously you're on YouTube. YouTube is actually far more successful for me as a streamer than Twitch is. I think there's 2 reasons for that. One, because I stream widescreen, which is not easily accessible to mobile customers of Twitch, and the other is I don't really fit the demographic, I don't think, for Twitch. I'm far too old. Not hip enough, or whatever the expression currently being used is. Right, Mars. What's it called? Tiana, I think. It's Mars. Tiana Pass. You know, I think I'm just going to configure for blast damage for that. Do a generic. Oh, I've got heat and slash. You know what? I'll stick with that. Oh, and puncture. Okay, that'll work. And do I want to change this? I do, actually. Let's change that to blast damage for the sake of it, because I like blast damage. Oh, great. Excuse me a second. Sorry about that. For some reason, my preview decided to switch sides, which is irritating. Yeah. I have a suspicion. Yeah, my mouse went off the screen. Always irritating when that happens. Okay.
As ready as you will ever be.
That almost sounds threatening, or just... Alright, Diana Pass. Where are we? Ah, we're here. Yes, well, obviously we're here. Oh, that was rather unexpected.
One more trip through the tunnel of love, Tenno. Pitter, pitter, pitter. Rodents snatched crystals from sick Deimos. Stashed one on Venus. Stashed one on Mars. Void kids tangled up like crystals. 2 men! Smash this tunnel! Stop the rodents.
On Venus. Get through that void tunnel.
Yes, Cortana.
These crystals formed on Deimos ages ago. Now they are being exploited by smugglers. Belric and Rania deserve better than that.
Oops. Hang on a second. When I get a moment, I will have a look and see what you just said. I saw something about damage and crystals. Worst case, I'll have to review what's going on in chat when I get a mini break in the slaughter, which might take a while. So, give me half a second. Do crystals dramatically do that much for your damage? Which crystals? No, it's not the crystals doing the damage. I don't think it's the crystals doing the damage. The Natteruk does a fair amount of damage when it's set up. And you get a perfect hit and you get a critical. I have not.
Tenno, you're here to defend something that defies my own understanding of the Void. These crystals need you. Stop the Grineer and Argus.
I have not spent much time with the Saurus.
Through the tunnel of love.
But I'm not really seeing this doing any more damage than I would normally do. Saurus melee, so don't judge by what the Natteruk is doing.
Thick Deimos. Stashed one on Venus. Stashed one on Mars. Void kiss tangled up like crystals. 2 men! Smash this tunnel! Stop the rodents.
I don't tend to worry too much about how much damage I'm doing. If I can do a single hit kill, I'm generally quite happy. Are you talking about Archon crystals or something else? I think I'm getting a damage bonus from Archon crystals.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. forces have regrouped. Go.
That is what I call the stabbed rat maneuver.
Vessels formed on Deimos ages ago. Now they are being exploited by smugglers. Belric and Rania deserve better than that.
Ah. Maybe it's the, I'm not an expert. I do have a whole bunch of Archon crystals, and I think some Tau Forge applied to this, and I can't remember how I've got it configured now. I'll have to look at it when I get back. But
Stay focused.
and certainly don't judge by the damage I'm doing. One of the reasons I like the Gunson is because I get a lot of attacks. Attack speed is 2, I think, at the moment. I'll have to check. So it gives me lots of opportunity for Tenakai and the criticals. So even though each individual hit may not be massive, when you get so many of them, you get a lot of opportunities for other stuff to happen. And actually, this isn't particularly well optimized for this fight, but it doesn't really matter. We should be heading back soon, shouldn't we? Yeah, there we go.
2 men, try again.
Yeah, moment.
Having a week of out nap, Krill? Rodents in your house, Krill. Thieving rodents. Make me come to Mars, do your job for you. Smash the crystal. Break the tunnel. No genes for you.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. forces are mounting an assault on the Venus crystal. Stop them.
Oops. Yeah, that always happens with me. Something like it. Where am I going? Wish I was more like Achilles there, who seems to be able to get everywhere they want to without any particular problems and never steps off into the void.
When extreme emotions meet pure void energy, they can change reality, bend and break the laws of nature. Might this explain the connection between these crystals?
No. Why don't we go with quantum physics instead? That's probably going to be a better explanation in the end. Probably a more parsimonious expression too. Oh, I don't know. Yeah. I mean, how about quantum entanglement? That might explain the connection between the crystals. Hang on a second. Can't miss a point blank shot and I miss it. That's embarrassing. And it looks like we're quitting. Sorry.
Done here. The extraction team will take over from here. Time to evacuate.
Okay, I actually don't know what Warframes are considered melee builds. I know what I consider to be a melee build, which is this. I don't know what others might consider that. Actually, I'm kind of curious. Let's have a look-see. Melee builds. No, that doesn't really help. And they're not talking about the Warframes, they're talking about the weapons, which is interesting. And some of that's going to be... That's kind of interesting. I'm looking at this list of melee builds, and the Gunson appears only once so far. I think the Gunson is... There's a comment here. Excalibur is the best melee-only Warframe. And it says here, Culervo is the best melee first, guns second. I'm really not sure about that. I wouldn't consider Excalibur to be a... I mean, given the choice for a melee build, I go with the Gauss because it's very, very fast. Not only is it very fast, to get into and out of trouble, if you've got a really tough opponent, you can circle it so fast it's ridiculous. But that's only my opinion. I mean, I wouldn't consider the Excalibur. I mean, this is an interesting discussion. This is on the Warframe. And somebody here was saying that, yeah, the Excalibur is the best. Now, granted, they've got... I mean, they could be right. I mean, I don't have the stuff. I mean, looking at their... actually, it's not an Excalibur build. It's either an Excalibur Prime or an Excalibur Umbra. Because they've got it... yeah, they've added... they have added... yeah, they got subsumed abilities, which means it's probably an Umbra or a Prime. But do you know what? I'm going to have a guess. I'm just going to guess and say it's up to you. It depends on how you like to play. I have certain things I like to do. Let's see if we can do it. One thing the Gunson allows me to do is it allows you to keep moving. Some weapons don't allow you to keep moving. If you make a hit, you slow and stop. Praedos is a good example of that. Some swords can be, you take a strike, you stop. Now, me personally, I think in melee, the one thing you shouldn't do is stop. You need to keep moving as fast as you decently can. But that's me. That's the style I have right now. I may change it. Give me a second. No, don't delete that. I mean, for what it's worth, this is what I've got right now. So 25% melee critical damage, maximum energy on spawn, add to health. Oh, I see. I don't play on controller. I play keyboard and mouse. So you'll notice here I've sort of gone for critical damage, melee critical damage, which probably helps, and then fill up energy, and then add a bit of health. Then I have obviously
Saddle up.
Yeah, I got a sprint speed of 3, which suits me. If I equip a Praedos, I get 3.3. I'm not really sure I can tell the difference. And I'm sure there are people who look at this and say, oh no, you shouldn't do this, you should do something else. Yeah, you know what, you're probably right, but I don't necessarily have the mods to do it. It's, I find this configuration to be really quite survivable. One of the things I don't like so much about... Yeah, I think, to me, you see, I think speed is important for melee. But apparently I am alone in that. I don't know whether I am or not. I think my son, who likes the Gauss for melee, but I disagree. I think it is a very good melee frame. But again, it's, I'm not the best person to ask. Seriously, I'm really not. As As was just pointed out, I probably don't know what I'm talking about. Gauss is not a melee frame. I find it a very good melee frame. You know, what's a good melee frame? If it means you stand still and tank the damage, okay, that's a perfectly valid melee frame, but I like the way the Gauss works in melee. And so far, it is my favorite for that purpose. And so I use it for melee. So therefore, it is worthwhile for me to have melee damage on a Gauss. What can I say? It's a matter of tactics, I think. But then I've only been playing the game for about 600 hours. Yeah, 600 hours. So I may change my mind at some point. I am very tempted at some point, when I've got the necessary, put together somebody's idea of what a good melee frame is, and see how it works for me. I don't have... I've got an Excalibur Umbra. I actually don't like it for melee. Doesn't work for me. Gauss does. So that either says something about me rather than anything else. Oh, the gang's together. What are we doing? I mean, this thing survives pretty well in, high-level Steel Path, which I've been dragged into. I was amazed it survived. So, maybe. If I ever get a...
These foes deserve your respect. Honor them with quick deaths, and I with your victory.
There are void fissures in the area. Use these to crack open a relic.
What are we doing?
Fissure. Defend yourself and use reactant to open relics. Defeat the corrupted and use their reactant to open a relic.
Oh, it's survival.
Is attempting to purge you
Couldn't figure out what it was.
Stand by for life support. You are going to need more reactant if you want to open that relic. If you have a necromancer, this would be an excellent place to deploy it.
What? You're kidding.
Collected enough reactant to open it.
really optimized for this, but heck, who doesn't like a necromech? Where's Malice gone?
Those oculists are scanning for targets. The sentient is onto you. Look out for troopers.
Did you get me into a steel path?
The longer you hold out, the deeper I can search. Look, if you need to leave, extraction is ready.
I have no idea. What's everyone picking? I'm just going to pick one at random.
Void manifestations, drawn to this cursed place of stolen lives. They will drain your life support unless they are destroyed.
Alright, I need a life support. Ah! I need more life support. Rather urgently. There it is. Hello, where's the life support on? I want my grenade launchers. need life support. Where's the nearest life support gone? You're kidding. It's all that way? I'm about to run into real trouble. I need life support. I need life support, and the nearest one is a long way away. Sorry, guys.
Scratch the surface. This place holds many more secrets.
So, what was somebody saying about the Gauss not being a good melee mech? Melee mech. I think I'm heading out of here. Because this is... Yeah, I'm a little bit out of my depth here.
These manifestations, they aren't from the neural century. Destroy them. They are drawing from your life support.
I'm pushing my luck. Sorry, guys. Important to know when you have... I'm surprised I even survived that, to be honest with you.
Sentient scouts. If they detect you, fighters will soon attack.
Sorry, guys. I don't know. I mean...
They know you're here. Prepare for sentient fighters.
I rather think that the Gauss does pretty well at melee. And I'm not even really equipped for it. Yeah, pushing my luck, to be honest. That's why I'm booking it now. Sorry, guys. Wasn't the best weapon for that either. No, but to return to the subject. Yeah, sooner or later I probably will. You know, oh, someone says something. This is great for melee. I'll try it.
You are a blade. You exist to strike. You strike to win. The lesson ends.
Yeah, I was getting over my head there. And I ought to apologize. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to say, for that level, Gunson Prime probably was the best option. Quassus Prime, even though it's almost the same thing with variants, its heavy attack could be very useful, especially when you're getting Tenakais very frequently. Kratos, as an Incarnon, could be very useful in that. But I reckon if I can go through something like that, and I don't know what the Steel Path level was for that, and I don't die, well, I'm doing pretty good then. Sorry, Brickage, if you're listening. I think I was pushing my luck. I couldn't kill the enemy fast enough to get the life support packs, and that's not a situation I care to be in. Honestly, that was the main problem with that. It wasn't surviving, it was I couldn't kill anything fast enough. So, yeah. But I don't have any particularly advanced mods. When I look at people's builds online and they name a mod, it's like, I have never even seen that, no idea how to get it. Presumably somewhere on the Steel Path. Or things I haven't unlocked yet that would make things better. So... I mean, you'll notice the Necromech went down pretty quickly. I never even got the chance to unleash grenade launchers, but I do need to say to Cash, where is he? Alright. What time is it? 6:33. Okay. What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. I wasn't expecting to be doing that, to be honest with you. Let's see. Is there anything I need from these guys?
We must raise
I
capital.
don't like these guys. They want an Orokin reactor to rank up. Good grief. What have we got with this lot?
These offerings are pure.
I don't know that they've got anything I really particularly need. Who was it wanted me to get some of these mods for them? Do I? I don't have... Oh, I've still got my Equinox. Hmm. No, don't have any of those anymore. Do I have anything to do with the Cullervo? Hmm. Oh, grief. I don't even... Oh. Oh, no. Don't even have a chance of getting Cullervo yet. Yeah, because I haven't run much in Deveri. So, yeah. I don't get to even try that. I don't think so. Do they have anything for the Gauss? No, of course they don't. But they got stuff for Titania, don't they? Mm. All right. Let me have a quick look. See what I'm... If in doubt, I come check and have a look through here. See what I might want to build. Let me have a look at my Warframe so-called collection. Pretty certain I don't... No, I've had an Atlas in the past. It's now sitting in the maw of the Helminth. Got a Caliban Prime. Somebody gave it to me, so that's for sale.
Went mad for 3 milliseconds when he realized that each time he cleans something, he makes something else dirty.
I do have Equinox. I'm not sure why I'm bothering to keep the... Except for the fact that it was such a pain in the neck to get. Oh yeah, I've got to go and... oh, never mind. This is the bit where I talk to myself. What do I need? Neuroptics, which I can't build yet. I got to sort that. Oh, I need Oxium. Of course I need Oxium. I always need Oxium, don't I? And systems, which I don't have, and I can't remember where I'm getting that from. Are you kidding me? Oh, wait a second. I do have systems. I could build that. All I need is Cabochon Embolos. I've got the blueprint for that. And I don't have Lavos Prime systems, do I? No. Yeah, I build half my... whatever I'm doing around, do I need a Warframe so I can rank it up so that I can try and advance to the next level. That apparently is a fun build. The Corvex. Now, why isn't that considered to be a melee? Apparently it's a tank, or you can build it like a tank. Well, isn't that what you want in melee? Just stand there and don't take any damage. I'm gonna have to sell some of this stuff off. What do I need for this? Oh, grief, somatic fibers. Oh. Hang on, I've got... Oh no, I trade... I thought I had more Luothrax plasm. Apparently not. I must have bought something with it. Hang on a second. Actually, that does sort of remind me. There was something I wanted to build for reasons. It's kind of weird hearing Achilles in the background there. What was it I wanted to build? There was something. Only reason I keep the stubber around, there's a particular assassination, it's actually kind of useful to have. Don't really care about twin gremlins that much. Okay, there's something I thought I had. Did I build it already? It's an Incarnon weapon. And I could have sworn I didn't build it, did I? I've forgotten. I can't remember what it was. Okay, it wasn't any of those. Was it? It wasn't that, I know. That's for sure. That's very peculiar. I could have sworn I had... It's not building, is it? I had a...
Ready for action.
I had an Incarnon weapon, I'm pretty certain, and... I can't remember. I think it was a primary. Ah! The Felox. I need Void Plume Pinions. Okay, that's actually not too bad. I can get those readily enough. That's what I thought I had, and I'd forgotten it, and I didn't see it scrolling through, so... Yeah, I'm going to grab a couple of those at some point. What on earth is that? Actually, I could do with a decent sniper rifle. There's one... To unlock the Riven mod, you got to make sort of up-team headshots. Alright. What time is it? 6:42. Okay, I have been going for nearly 2 hours, so I'm not really in a position to start anything major at this point. What have I got to do that can be done? Oh, no, hang on. I went there. Where have I not been? Ah. Let's go and have a quick trip to the Zaraman and see what I might be able to unlock over here. Why don't we have a bash at that? Let's have a quick word with Quinn.
Void cascades on multiple decks.
What does he need
Let's
for
go
this?
forward in mutual trust.
Okay. Okay, I've actually got what I need, except for...
We're all trusting in you.
Except for...
Don't, please, be kind. My head is very noisy right now.
Oh yeah, I don't... Oh, that's right, I got the Varuna. So I'm sort of working towards this little collection of stuff.
Very well.
And...
Keep your secrets.
Nope. Okay. That's useful. And I need Void Plume Pinion, don't I? Do I want to trade in Trati Lanthorns for a Void Plume Pinion when I can probably just go and fight? Nah, I'm not going to bother about that.
I suppose you could always come back when you have something. I'll see you later.
This place.
And so, yeah. Yeah, tomorrow I can rank that up, which would be useful. Okay.
One hand for yourself and one for the ship.
Oh, excuse me. Oh. I've actually been awake since 2:30, so. Okay, I think I'm going to start bringing this to an end. Because there's, not much I can do in 5 minutes. So, my next live stream, if anyone's interested, will be in about 2 hours. 9 o'clock. My time. Greenwich Mean Time. I'll be streaming The Long Dark. And in The Long Dark, if the game is familiar to you, I am sort of planning on heading for Bleak Inlet. Do a rush job in Bleak Inlet, which should be fun. Lots of timber wolves will be trying to eat me. There's actually a halfway decent chance I'll die in the process, but we'll see how that works out. And then I'm back with Warframe this evening at 7 PM, 1900 hours Greenwich Mean Time. This early morning thing is not scheduled. It's something I do because I'm awake and probably getting a bit bored. Yeah, I'm sorry I had to run, Prakash. I was running out of life support and having to hunt for life support all the time because I couldn't kill everything fast enough to get life support packs from the dead, and I didn't feel like I could sustain it much longer. So I was starting to run pillar to post just looking for life support, at which point the whole thing becomes a bit pointless for me. So sorry about that. But anyway, thank you everybody very much for watching. I do appreciate it. Hang on a second. I notice I'm still at 300 subscribers. Yay! I hit 300. If anybody wishes to add to that number, feel free. I won't object at all.
Operator, the sentient...
now I've got to have a new goal for Christmas. Let's say 320. I should be able to make 320 by Christmas. That would be nice. I'd like to say, can we make 400 by my birthday? But I think that's not going to happen because that's only 2 months away. Actually, it's less than that. Ugh, scary. So, there is one thing, one important thing I have forgotten to do, and I do apologize to all you Kavat lovers out there. Come here, Achilles. Come and be loved. Yeah, who's a good kitty? Right. Thank you very much for watching. Appreciate it. I hope you all have a good day. And remember to hug your Kubro or Kavat or other animal companion. They need love too. And they're cute, some of them. I will see you all next time.